Hi guys, it's me again. I'm Ruby Welsford and I've been hosting this conference, and today, if you heard me talk about owner-trained assistance dogs yesterday, well today I'm actually talking about something completely different, which is dog-friendly disc dog. So disc dog is a dog sport that's fairly new in the UK, and there's loads of different organisations that it comes under, and hi, people are starting to come in, woohoo. I hope everyone's enjoying the conference so far today, but today what I'm going to be talking about is dog friendly disc dog, and I'll probably be completely and utterly insane as per usual, but hopefully it'll make sense. Yay. So disc dog is fabulous. It's a really awesome sport, and you can do it with most healthy dogs, to be honest. Oh, what's happening there? There we go. And so sorry, when you get pop-ups, it's distracting. I'm so easily distracted, it's unreal. So I'm the founder of the UK Disc Dog Association here in the UK, and I'll tell you a little story about how I got into it. Okay, so when Bets was younger, before I was a trainer, basically, I had looked at disc dog out in the States, Poland, various different countries, and I thought, wow, how awesome is that? Because she loves her toys, she loves her play, she hi Charlotte, she absolutely loves working with me, she loves her trick stuff, and she loves doing agility. Don't get me wrong, she absolutely adores it. However, as my lovely trainer, when Bets was at pre-agility, described me, it's you've got potential grade 7 dog, and I replied to her, it's a shame I'm a 0.7 handler. I have gone to shows and competitions and ended up accusing judges of putting out fictional obstacles. Yep, slightly awkward when they're right in front of your face, but there we go. Not really known for the best memory skills or sense of direction as someone who gets lost in a Sainsbury's local down the road. Agility courses are always much fun. Trick stuff she absolutely adores. Hi San. Yeah, San is an amazing disc person, and so is Jasmine Malloy with Logan as well. And but there's loads of amazing handlers in this group that do disc dog here in the UK. Anyway, going back to the life story with Bets, and so Bets actually used to be quite severely reactive to other dogs, as I explained a little bit yesterday. She was basically bitten up multiple times by other dogs when she was very young, and that coincided with her first season, so she kind of lost trust with other dogs, and as a result she would start gobbing off when she was about 150 on meters away, which made for various awkward occasions. Now, disc dog really did help to up her confidence around other dogs, because it gave her that outlet, that focus, that obsession to like completely fixate on, and she absolutely adores it. And to be honest, I sometimes wonder whether she would still be reactive if we didn't do disc dog, to be honest. It kind of helped introduce me to a lot of people, and on her disc dog journey. Anyway, so here she's just wiggling around on the bed at the moment. Sorry, I'm being solicited for scratches, and she who must be obeyed when it comes to tummy rubs. Anyway, so going back to disc dog, absolutely adore it. My agility handling isn't great. But hey, it's all fun. That's what we do it for at the end of the day. And, you know, I have the worst coordination in the world. I was actually thrown out of PE at school because I was a health and safety hazard, which is, to my knowledge, I am the only person to ever get banned from PE, which is amazing. I think it was an unfortunate incident with a javelin. We don't really talk about it. I had to convince them it was on purpose. Anyway, let's skip around that awkward incidents multiple. Anyway, so dog friendly disc dog. We really enjoy it. It's great fun. We dabble a little bit in fun obedience, but you know, we just do it for fun. And we tried heel work to music, and well, it's like we know some fabulous heel work to music guys. Jodie is one of them, who I know is watching, and I still have flashbacks from Findon Downs, that little incident where I thought I would go in and be completely and utterly throw myself in there, make a costume, do everything, just do a training round, have a bit of a laugh. When you make a costume, don't whatever you do, duct tape the handholds, because it makes a training round really rather quite hard, as I learnt the hard way. But oh my god, I laughed so much. I've almost wet myself several times. But anyway, memories. So a disc dog is absolutely fantastic. Really enjoy it, and I've met so many different people that just really love working with their dogs, and we don't take life too seriously, to be honest. There's various different organisations in the UK. Like I said, the one that I do is UK Disc Dog Association. That's been going for a few years now. There's also Toss and Fetch, and I was also the first World Cup qualifier judge for UFO in the UK as well. So there's quite a few different organisations. So a bit like how you have KC Agility or UK Agility, or you have, Hoopers. There's different games in disc dog as well. So like you have agility, jumpers, helter skelter. I always think of slides when I think of helter skelter. There we go. It's exactly the same. So toss and fetch is literally what it says on the tin, and you have a allotted time period. You have a team, you throw the disc, and basically further that is the more points that you collect, and basically the team that collects the most points essentially wins, and it's good fun. Keep it simple, etc. UK Disc Dog so we have three main games. We have free disc, which is our answer to freestyle, freestyle disc, and that's when people think about like the vaults, the backflips, and stuff like that. That's what free disc is. There's also jump disc, which is our answer to frizz agility as well, which is kind of a small agility sequence across with toss and fetch, throw disc type thing. There's throw disc, which is our answer to toss and fetch as well. So to be honest, when I started the UK Disc Dog Association, it wasn't really my focus that I wanted it to be an elite body of world-class handlers, although I'm very, very lucky to have several handlers within the organisation that are doing really, really well internationally with toss and fetch, and also UFO as well. So I'm really, really lucky to meet different people. And what's slightly different about the UK Disc Dog Association is we we've tried to centre it around the dog handler team. So it's less about the eliteness, it's more about the accessibility, it's more about having a laugh and being safe with your dog. So, you know, in free disc, you don't have to do vaults if you don't want to. No one's going to force you. Impressive throws, catches, flat work is really quite awesome, and it's amazing to watch. To be honest, when I'm practicing with my guys, the Joe public are just impressed that they can catch a disc, let alone bring it back. So anything as an add-on is, you know, quite a thing for some people. Anyway, so it's all about having fun. Yeah, and to be honest, well, we've got loads of different handlers from all over the country that have different backgrounds. We've actually got a Casey Crufts HTM judge that's also a trainer up in Scotland, Heather Smith. She is amazing. She's an amazing disc dog instructor, and she's amazing heel to music and freestyle instructor as well. She's been a huge inspiration to me from day one, to be honest, and I'm like, wow, if I could download her brain sometimes down to my brain, and if like a sixth of the data came in to my brain, I'd be well happy. I really would. Like I said, she's a huge inspiration. I remember going to a workshop for the first time and looking at shaping sessions and body awareness, and I was thinking, oh my god, I'm learning so much from you. And so I was amazed that when she actually hosted me to go and teach her about disc dog, I was like, oh my god, role reversal. But yeah, literally, I tell my disc dog guys, if you want to learn all about body awareness and shaping and stuff, definitely check out Heather Smith workshops. They are the way forward when it comes to that kind of stuff. So when it comes to accessibility, it's not just the handlers. So we have various different handlers, young and old, with various abilities and disabilities as well, and also dogs as well. We have plenty of reactive dogs playing as well, and actually a lot of people have said to me, so I'm just being slightly kicked by my own dog here. Yeah, talk about dog-friendly disc dog. Talk about not beating up your human with your paws. There we go. You know, people just... You're just, don't fall off the bed. You're going to end up falling off the bed, aren't you? Anyway. Yeah, welcome to my life. I'm chaos. My dogs are chaos. It's all brilliant. And I am allowed to talk to other people other than you, Betsy. I am. Okay? You might hear Betsy chat in the background. Anyway, so dog friendly disc dog, going back to it, we have various different people playing with reactive dogs in the UK, and we've actually found through many of them have said it's helped improve their bond, their relationship, their being able to read each other as well. Are you talking? Are you talking? Yes, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. It's, you know, it should be about her 24/7 basically. So when it comes to reactive dogs, you know, we're more than happy for them to turn up and show and play, and we are, to our knowledge as well, the only organisation that has broad across the board spectrum for reasonable adjustments for dogs as well on the entry when people enter. They ask they ask for certain reasonable adjustments for their dogs to help them with their training, and whether that is making sure they have a spotter at a show. That's another thing. We don't have queues. We don't have queues. People are given a number, and then when their number is called, they come and do what they need to do. The other thing is, if dogs are sound sensitive and we want to make it a positive experience, then if they're doing free disc, then we'll have the volume right down, and we'll instruct spectators not to clap, just to give a thumbs up. Because at the end of the day, why do we do dog sports? It's all about having fun. It's all about the dogs. Ribbons at the end of it, they're a nice added bonus feature. At the end of the day, it's we allow toys, we allow treats. It's about having fun. I think there's so many sports out there which sort of organisations claim to be about having fun, but on the dogs just look like they'd rather be somewhere else, and I don't want that to be the case. We have a laugh. It's brilliant. And likewise, if we know that there's a dog with allergies or prone to resource guarding, getting distracted, etc., we won't guarantee it, but what we will do is if there's someone available, to scout the area as well for any obvious drop bits of food. And it's just all of these tiny little things, okay, that take seconds or like a minute to do, and they can make the experience of new people in the sport so much more positive and inclusive. And that, I must say, every disc dog event that I've attended, it's been amazing. And even we all know dogs aren't robots. We know handlers aren't robots. We know how both have bad days. And I've gone to some shows in different sports, and it's Maya is basically employed to check for food. She's very, very conscientious in her responsibilities. So it's all about having fun. So that includes dogs, and people go out bad days, dogs go out bad days, but it's how we react to them, and trying to set up people and dogs for success. Because from experience, the dogs don't actually need the reasonable adjustments. The dogs are absolutely fine, but the humans need them. The humans need them to make sure they're confident enough to enter in the first place. And what they'll actually find is that you have a well of a time, and they don't feel judged, and they're having a great time. And because they've had that experience, and they've been brave enough to take part, it really ups their confidence for next time that they go as well. So I know that after the pandemic, Heather is looking to do another show again up in Scotland, so that'll be wicked. So that lots about disc dog. My brain, I will apologise, is completely shot. Why I thought trying to organise a conference at this short notice was a really clever idea, don't ask. But my brain went, yay, looks fun, let's do it. So I did it, and now my brain is kind of paying the consequences with it. So if people have any questions about disc dog at all, to give me a little bit of structure to this talk, because my brain is like slowly falling out my head, and if someone can just ask a couple of questions to help me fit it back in and plop it in its rightful place, that would be absolutely amazing, and set me on the straight and narrow with this chat anyway. So right, let me scroll back to comments that people are writing. Okay, so we've got Amy, hello. We got Tom Candy, hello. We got Jasmine, hi. We got Charlotte, hi. You're going to the States, aren't you? Got Irene, Rachel, Emma Gordon, Charlotte again. Yay, we love it. Well, so do we, hence why I'm doing this live. Helen Bine, I can never say people's names right. I've probably pronounced it completely wrong. Simon Murphy, Storm is amazing. Sean, why can I never say your name properly? It's like my brain says Sean, I'm like, I know it's Sean. Why am I calling you the wrong name? Anyway, that just shows you where my brain is at the moment. So Sean is an absolutely epic disc handler with Storm. She's and trainer. She's a far more talented freestyle handler than me. She's amazing, absolutely amazing at what she does, all for free, and you know, like all good trainers, shall we say. But there we go. Right, Emma Mowbray. We have a Staffy Cross Husky and looking to start working with her with this. She has a fantastic chase drive, is so agile on her feet. Really looking forward to this video. Oh, that's brilliant. So I think the best thing that you can start with is obviously making sure your dog's fit and healthy, because obviously, if you can imagine, I mean, I can't really talk because I am a bit fat at the moment, so you wouldn't be able to see me doing vaults and backflips for the air, for obvious reasons. Gravity is not on my side at the moment, shall I say. There's only so much I can you know, use lockdown as an excuse. It's just sheer greed. I am a Labrador in human form. I like chocolate. What can I say? So if you want to get into it, I would say look for UK Disc Dog Association School. We've got a Facebook group called the UK Disc Dog Association Air Sharks UK, and if you post in there, someone should be near you or within, you know, a short distance, because we've got, I need to do a head count, but I think we've got around 30 schools now in the UK doing disc dogs, so which is amazing. And Staffy Cross Husky, well, Staffies do amazing, and I also know Husky Crosses that do amazing as well. So you've got like a prime mix there if you can harness that. And talking about harnessing behaviours, bloody hell, wasn't Dan Callaghan's Callahan's? I can never say last names. I'm not very good at speaking. I can't talk. My brain is just shot. Taught last night, really good. So I'd recommend you listen to that to sort of talk about harnessing your dog's outlets and whatnot, because that'd be really good. There's some really good resources online. I know Caroline is watching. She probably knows far better than me, but I also like Sarah Brewski. She has some great stuff. Positive Vibe from Watson. Keycoper, Emily Larum, of course. She has some brilliant tutorials. Pam's Dog Training Academy has some brilliant tutorials. And even if they're not disc focused, there are some brilliant stuff you can do with also Say Yes Dog Training, which is dog agility, not disc, but Susan Garrett, fantastic, great for body awareness and stuff. And light agility, there is a lot of flat work and body awareness to be involved, because I'd rather, you know, if you are going to do a freestyle especially, I'd rather a dog makes a mistake on a bit of low proprioceptive equipment rather than like falling off your back or something, which is obviously not the most good idea. Andrea Riggler, Yeah, there's so many. I can't even begin to sort of I can't, there's literally so many out there that are absolutely brilliant, far better than me at disc internationally, what they do. So if anyone remembers any particular amazing names, please drop them in below, as well as their force free, versive free, etc. That's brilliant. Spam away. And I have got some very basic tutorials on my page, Ruby, Betsy and Milo too, as well, if you want to see Betsy and Milo more recently working as well. I have got videos on my page. But very basic stuff. Let's have a look-see of this story. Yay! The disc dog community is wonderful, so welcoming, so many great people who will help you with anything. Best sport ever. Completely agree. I would say, within the disc dog community in the UK, we are quite lucky. We have a laugh. We don't we don't take life too seriously. But I've also made friends with, if you have a problem at 2 o'clock in the morning and you just need to sort of talk to someone down the phone, you know, I've got half the disc dog community on speed dial on my mobile, quite frankly. Shall we say, oh, lol, not so bad, PE sucks, to be fair. Yeah, agreed, PE does that. I think my PE teachers, to be honest, would think it's highly ironic I am now a disc dog trainer, because people are like, you have the worst coordination ever. How can you even do frisbee related stuff? Good question. Dunno is the answer. Dogs enjoy it though. Josie Ford, Jackie Malavet, Ryan Gibbs, Martina, brilliant. I love what you're doing with FCI obedience. I must come up your way one day if you can bear us. One day we'll get there. One day. Sharp Mail, yeah. I love all the adjustments offered. Yeah, it's all about having fun. How many times do I need to say this? More sport should be this inclusive. Completely agree. Had turns out perfect. Hi Sonia. Hi Caroline. What age? Oh, good question. What age can you start disc dog? I would say this is a conversation you need to have with your vet, to be honest, because they will know your dog from a medical point of view better than I do over a Facebook Live. So what I would say, I would recommend, unless you're told otherwise by someone more medically qualified than me, for a fit and healthy dog, personally, you can start with like super low impact, and I mean super low impact, non-repetitive, not chasing after for long distance from being quite a young pup, but just tiny little games. Like, I'm talking seconds long training sessions. More high impact stuff and repetitive stuff, you're looking, depending on the breed, you know, 10, 12, 15, 18 months, and maybe even higher, depending. I would ask that you go to your vet, or if you know a good vet physio, they might be able to recommend what's best for your dog. With Betsy, with the more high impact stuff, I started when she was about 14 months old. That was after vet clearance. Milo's recently got vet clearance as well to start the more high impact stuff, and he's 15 months old as well, but he's a male and just slightly bigger, but he's still a diddy collie really. So to be fair though, with both my dogs, they are just mental. So the amount of conversations we've had about growth plates when they're just playing with each other, or just try to climb a tree, better just flashbacks. I sometimes think, bloody hell, if half of Facebook knew what Bets did when she was younger off her own accord on walks, Jesus Christ, there'd be pitchforks, bloody hell. So right, hoping to move to America, hoping to join Minnesota Disc Dog Club. Amazing. Let me know how you get on there. I'll be really interested to know. Right, Emma Malbury, our dog can be dog reactive, so I'm hoping that by starting to use this I can increase our bond, hopefully help with the proximity in there this way, even if it's a distraction for another dog. Also have loads of fun. Is quite common sport for yeah, I would say the vast majority of dogs that are out there competing to a high level, or even demoing at events and stuff, used to be quite badly reactive, and a lot of them now, I don't consider them reactive, because their dog and owner have learned how to read each other a bit better and appreciate each other a little bit better and understand, and just be a bit more in tune with each other, what makes each other tick. But I suppose you could say that about any sport that sort of takes the dogs into account. So, and me too, yeah, hi. Collection. Can you talk about collection in different breeds? Definitely. Oh, well, okay. Disclaimer. I am not not vet or vet physio. I personally, from my point of view, where possible, I like a quite clean collection. I try to with UK Disc Dog Association, you don't get extra points if you collect in the air, because the reason being, okay, is although it looks really cool, don't get me wrong, when dogs collect in the air, when doing like throw disc, or a jump disc, or free disc, or anything like that, you with us, you don't get extra points, because I'm very aware people might push their dogs to do things that naturally, due to their conformation, that actually wouldn't be amazingly easy and require a lot of effort, be very unnatural to them. So personally, I like to encourage quite a clean collection, and with minimal sort of bending, twisting, unless you are specifically teaching like a flip or vault or something like that. But when it comes to sort of your typical collection, I like it as clean as possible. And even with like flips and vaults and stuff, there's a way how to do it safely, and like with most things, ways of not how to do it safely. But at the end of the day, every breed is different. Every dog within breeds are different. Some dogs will naturally leap really high, and you have to actually train them to do that, or they'll tuck their legs underneath and stuff like that. And that doesn't necessarily mean that the owner is pushing them, but at the same time, if the dog's naturally doing it, that's the easiest way and most comfortable way, safest way for the dog. Brilliant. Great, but also don't, a French bulldog is not going to collect a disc like a collie. A collie isn't going to collect a disc like a staffy. They're all very, very different breeds. And even, as I said before, individuality within breeds and dogs is that as well. Andrew Rickler, yeah, brilliant. Let me go down. Nikki, Kimberly Kurt, Louise Willisum, Zumi Gammett, you do amazing stuff. Charlotte Elroy. So my big gangly wolfies would be 18 plus mums. Yeah, for the more high impact stuff, and that's only if your dog enjoys it and you're able to do it safely. I'd talk to your vet, and if you know a good vet physio, also get talking to them. They'll be more qualified to make the right decision for your dog. And like I said before, not every dog has to do vaults. You can do some pretty amazing throws and catches and flat work without vaults. We have people at competitions that do vault-free routines, and that's just as impressive as the ones that do big vaults. But then likewise, if your dog naturally enjoys and is able to safely execute vaults and flips and stuff, brilliant for them. That's fabulous. I'm not criticizing you either. So let me scroll down. Oh god, yeah, teenage dogs are idiots and will throw themselves everywhere, jump off. Oh Jesus, just don't, bloody hell. Both of my guys as pups, teenagers, I sometimes ask myself how my dog's still in one piece. The only I mean, but then I look at myself and I wonder whether it's learnt behaviour. So there we go. Yeah, I remember I think it was Betsy's second pre-agility lesson I took her to, and they were Suzanne Hale in the UK of Barking Needs. She's epic at what she does. I probably gave her a heart attack with Bets because she was like, okay, we're going to do jump bumps, we're going to do some wobble boards, we're going to do, all these low impact exercises that she was really stressing the point home to us all. Don't push our dogs before they're ready. They got to grow up. They got to be physically mature, etc. Well, almost 5 months old, I let Betsy off. She has massive zoomies, takes around the field, figure of eight, non-stop figure eight. And in the next section of the field, there's a large long jump set up, and there's a plastic cone. So what does my dog do? Age almost 5 months, she grabs the cone and takes the long jump with it in her mouth. And at which point, my trainer said, and that's not how we do it. So yay. Yeah, Milo, well, he will forward roll off the bed if it was up to him. Always lands butter side up though, funnily enough. I don't encourage it, let me stress that, but trying to avoid it. But he's a boy, and I know this is greatly sexist and stereotypical, but he's a boy. Men. Anyway, so anyhow, going back, even in Canada, this dog is reactive dog friendly. Brilliant. I think it's just amazing because it's like, you meet so many different people going through the same thing. I think because there's so many reactive dogs in this dog that everyone kind of knows what each other's going through, so gives each other space and encourages each other. And because the handlers are a bit more relaxed, I think the dogs kind of pick up on it and they're like, hey, this isn't high pressure, this is actually an enjoyable situation. So right. My dog was reactive, and doing sports like this definitely help having their needs met and having a great job like doing the sport helps. God, yeah, 100%. I mean, honestly to God, if I had done this dog, I think Bets would possibly still be reactive because it's helped us understand each other much better. And also her being a collie type as well. And same with Milo being a collie type, both from farm lines, working lines, so proper nutso collie type. That like work. They're like weird plastic sheep, to be honest. But like, unlike real sheep, no, you can't play with them, sorry, against the law, unless someone actually said, oh, you can actually play with a sheep, although that's generally, for a herding trainer to talk about, not me. Anyway, so my dog was, yeah, I've put that. Shannon, hi Shannon. Right, wow, bloody hell. Any further questions? I have rattled on for so long, bloody hell. I might end up finishing it early otherwise, because like I said before, my brain is shot. Hyperflight, I'd say, if anyone's looking for discs, my first port I can't even speak today. My first port of call for discs are definitely Hyperflight. They're my favourite. Jaws discs. If you've got like a particularly bitey dog that proper chomps and can chew through black kongs at like in the split seconds, then Hyperflight Jaws discs are probably the way to go. If you're looking for a budget disc, and you can't afford like the Hyperflight ones. There's some tricksy ones. They're all right off Amazon. They're like $3.99 or something. So hopefully they're still $3.99. It'll be so slow when everyone looks them up that they'll go up and like be $9.99 or like £1,000,000 or something. But you know, Hyperflight definitely is my preferred disc. And like it survived Betsy. It survived multiple Mally and Bully types. So yeah, I'll get them, to be honest, if you're looking for disc. It's a sunny day. You are at a disadvantage. Oh yeah, indeed. But there we go. Joy's disc are great, and my Mally hasn't bitten through them yet. Exactly. And yeah, my discs haven't been Loganed yet, and if they can survive Logan then and Betsy, then hopefully that I like Joy's disc can survive much more of years of abuse. How would you transition from balls to disc, having a GSD who's ball obsessed but her frisbee etc not fuss? Okay, various ways you can do it. Actually find out what she likes about the ball. Okay, find out what she likes. Is it the texture? If she likes tennis balls or softer balls, it might be worth experimenting with texture on discs, because some dogs can be incredibly sensitive. Got some dogs that work with fabric discs because they just seem to be happier with them in the mouths, and that's fine. The only thing that I'd say about discs is I tend to avoid ones with rope, and please don't get the ones with holes in the middle, because I was talking to someone in the US, and apparently a very common injury is dogs jumping to catch them, getting the leg stuck and breaking a leg or dislocating. So if you can avoid a massive vet bill and a hurty dog, that'd be recommended. So I would experiment with textures, experiment with movement as well with the disc. So try maybe doing a roller and see whether they're more likely to catch it, or throw ball, then throw a roller and just see what they do. If they show so much, like the tiniest flicker of interest, even if they chase after it and don't even touch it, come straight back to you, throw a ball, use that as their massive reward. Because there are some dogs that, like us, okay, I like Ben and Jerry's, I like cookie dough, okay? Cookie dough, it's my weakness, okay? No one is ever going to be able to persuade me that broccoli is more tasty than cookie dough, because quite frankly, they're wrong, and they've got something wrong with them if you think that. So you've got to have the same sort of issue. It's like you've got to bear in mind that, okay, you might have to use a bit of pre-mac of, okay, you bite the disc, then you get your vegetable, no, I've done that the wrong way around. You get you get your ice cream, which is your tennis ball or whatnot. But yeah, good, very, very good question. Personally, when it comes to like toys and stuff, I love Key Covert Fidget. Not COVID. Hay fever. Yeah, it makes for very, very awkward dog walking when you're coughing. How would you transition to balls for disc? Done that one. So that's that one. Thank you so much. That really helped. Hey, yay, glad, very glad, very glad. Alternatively, what you could do is after lockdown, come to one of our workshops, and we can have a play and mess about, and your dog can make me work a bit harder and keep me on my tiptoes. My tiptoes? On my toes? I don't even know. Anyway, I'm talking to myself. Right. Any last questions? Any last questions, guys? Because I am here. It was supposed to go on for an hour, but I might end up going early if yeah, I think I'm going to go early. If you want to find out any more information about this dog, in the UK, join the UK Disc Dog Association group, and I'll try and answer your questions there. But yeah, lovely talking to you all and answering questions. Hopefully I'm at use. Hashtag do disc dog. Yeah, use the hashtag do disc dog. Great talk. Thanks for review. Oh, thank you. Well, I'm glad you think so. There we go. Right, I'm going to let you all go. We have got some absolutely phenomenal speakers at this conference, honestly, way better than me. Yesterday, wow, this morning, tomorrow, and to be honest, like, we've got a couple of people that have been added last minute, very controversial ones, some of them as well, so you must log in and join them on their lives as well. But they've got a lot to say and valid things to say that need saying in our community. We've got honestly, I'm absolutely blown away, gobsmacked, to be honest, how much support for this conference there's been. I thought it'd be my half-baked ideas where don't actually, going through with these with the action, but everyone really actually wanted to be a part of it, which is really sweet, because we get a lot of flack as a forestry community for not working together, but we've very much worked together, especially across this weekend. Have to give it a try with my Bella. I love to see photos and videos of you trying with your dogs. Like I said, on Ruby, Betsy and Milo too, I've got some videos of my dogs working and some little tutorials, but like I said, there's way better ones out there. Right, enjoy, and I'll talk to everyone later at some point. Enjoyed the lives. Keep sharing the group so other people can spot other people that are amazing. And there's so many lives that I need to catch up on, honestly, and pre-records and stuff. Feel free to spam the group around because yeah, this is too good to miss. Right, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Thank you very much. Bye bye.